On today's episode of Nerdy Dating, we talk about why do guys start off hot and then fizzle out afterwards. We talk about a woman who was dating a guy, they weren't exclusive or were in a relationship, found out he was dating another woman and wants to know what to do about the situation. We also talk about why does a guy get put in the friend zone after a first date, also when he's chatting with a lady, and much, much more. Stick around on this episode of Nerdy Dating. It's another fun one. What's up, world? Welcome to the episode of Nerdy Dating. I'm your host, Zakka. Let's go ahead and hop in today's episode. It's another Reddit episode, and the first one we got is, honestly, what's the point? Male 30 years old here have been chatting with a female 35 years old for about a week after matching on Hinge. We hit it off really well and with a lot of shared interest and with some great back and forth conversation too. So this morning I asked her if she would be interested in going on a date. She replied saying she liked that, but she's busy for the next week and suggested we plan something for the following week. I responded that was fine, no rush, and I'll be happy to plan the next week once she knows her availability. A few hours later, while I was at work, I checked Hinge again to see that she had unmatched me. I've only been on Hinge for about 4 months, but this kind of thing happens a lot. What's especially frustrating in this situation is that we're both in our 30s, and it seems so simple. If you're not interested, just say so. In the time I've been on the app, I've gone on 2 dates with different people. Neither went any further, but those situations were totally fine because we communicated openly. In the first case, I told the other person I wasn't interested in the second date. Okay. And in the second situation, the other person let me know they weren't interested in anything further. Both times, everyone acted like adults. The ironic thing is that one of her profile prompts complained about how frustrating online dating is. I may use this as a red flag going forward. So what's the point? Okay, so you've been dating for about 4 months on the dating apps. 2 dates within 4 months on Bumble or Hinge? That's not bad. That's actually a good streak. What's the point? The point of dating is to find somebody that you want to communicate with, or find somebody that you want to be partners with, or just hang out with and enjoy time, and whatever your end goal is, whether that's marriage or a life partner, to get to that end goal. So the fact that this girl denied you or unmatched you early on is a good sign. It's just one less person didn't find that, like, hey, this person doesn't match well with me. So one less person to know that this person is not the one you're looking for, and keep it moving. That is the thing of this. It's the dating world. You have to go out there and meet people, put yourself out there, and it's not going to be just right off the bat you'll find the person that you're going to spend the next 30 years of your life or 50 years or until death with. It's just not the way the world works. Yes, you can find that person on the first date, but it's not always the case. So you are doing exactly what the point is. The point of dating is to find somebody that you match really well with, communicate really well with, and see how compatible you guys are. That person, for whatever reason, they unmatch you. You didn't get their number, they unmatch you, and they left. That's on them. They're dealing with their own stuff. That's not on you. Keep dating. Keep going out there. Keep talking to other people like you've been doing. 4 months, 2 dates. Good work. Just keep going at that pace. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Next one. Is it okay not to have sex on the first date when casually dating? I'm 26 female on the dating apps, and I'm not looking for a relationship. Although I'm open to it, it's not what I'm specifically looking for. I like to meet new people and see how it goes, hang out a few times here and there, but I'd rather stay single. The thing is, I'm not comfortable with having sex with someone I just met. Is it reasonable? Or would guys who are not looking for something serious expect some kind of physical intimacy on the first date? It's reasonable not to have sex on the first date. You don't have to have sex on the first date. Have sex when you want to have sex. Don't put some time stamp on it. I understand you want to date casually. just let that be known to people. Hey, this is my version of casual. Casual is I'm gonna go out, hang out like like you just said here. Your version of casual is hang a few times here and there. So hang out a few times here and there, but I'd rather stay single. I like to meet new people and see how it goes. Whatever your version of casual is, you go with that. You're not looking for a relationship, but you're open for it. So if somebody catches your eye and you want to go pursue that longer, just understand when you tell people you're casual, most people gonna think that, hey, you're down to hook up, you're down to have sex, and you just gotta be upfront and honest and say, hey, I'm open to having sex, but I don't want to have sex right away. And let that be known. But also let that be known that when you're casual people, that the person you're talking to most likely will be dating other people too. They probably won't be just hanging around or hoping that, oh, we'll become something, because they'll be upfront and honest and say, hey, no, I'm looking for a relationship. I'm saying you want casual, but I want serious. So you don't have to have sex with somebody at all. Have sex when you want to have sex. You're casual. Just be upfront. This is my version of casual, like to hang out, like do all things. But I'm really not looking for sexual intimacy right off the bat. And just be upfront and honest with that. You're not doing anything wrong. It's so perfectly okay to be casual and not have sex. Next one. Guys that start off hot then fizzle out quickly. I've never experienced this until now, and I'm wondering if I should have seen the warning signs sooner. I went on a first date with this guy, and straight away, before we even met in person, he was sending good morning texts, checking in regularly, etc. Fast forward to the date, and it goes amazingly well with strong chemistry and good conversation. He texts me right away after he got me a taxi that he had a great time, wants to see me again, and can't wait, etc. He continues to play the texting game, but set the day of our next date suspiciously far in the future. He always would point out that I don't answer fast enough and that he was lucky to get a text back in a timely manner from me. He even triple texts me sometimes. He was very communicative leading up to the date and even confirmed the night before. Well, the next morning he canceled with no explanation and no attempt to reschedule. I was so fed up at this point that I said, all right, good luck, and never heard back. Has anyone experienced this with guys who come on strong, like complimenting a ton, talking about future dates, showing strong interest, and disappearing? We kissed but never hooked up. Yeah, it sounded like it was love bombing. That's not just a guy thing. Guys and girls do this. It's not a gender thing. But this guy was love bombing. And he was trying to get some, whatever his goal was, I don't know. I'm not going to try to put in his mind. But yeah, he was trying to get something out of it. And when he was like, hey, I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to sit here and text you good morning right away and try to set this grand old future with you after, not even a first date yet. And do all these things. I'm doing a relationship with somebody who I'm just haven't met yet. I'm not going to do all that. And he was like, okay, well, she's not going to play this game and play the whole like, oh, I'm like trying to woo you and do all this stuff. He's like, all right, I'm going to leave, and decided to cancel on you. Was it a coward way to do it? Yes. He could just say, I'm not interested. Or maybe he was trying to hook up with you and you realized he didn't have a chance to do that. So he was like, you know what? I'm moving on to the next person. Guys and girls do this, not just guys. You hear more stories from guys doing it because guys don't really talk about when women do it to them. It's kind of just like, all right, cool, next one, another one bites the dust. But yeah, that does happen. Is it right? No. Is it cool? No. That somebody love bombed you off the bat. Also, you said your age is not in here, so I don't know what his age is, but I know a lot of younger dudes do this. I used to do it when I was younger. Like the Disney movies say you should be like, there, her Prince Charming and all this stuff. So you like say good morning and try to get to know her and do all these things. And I end up rushing things too fast. I will always hop into relationships way too early versus taking my time because I just thought like, hey, there's no point of trying to be prolonging this process. We both like each other. Why not become boyfriend and girlfriend and happily ever after like Disney movies? But that doesn't really happen that way. You should take your time. You should not rush and try to drop like good morning text right out the bat and hit the whole like, what are you doing? The double text and triple texting things is insane. Like texting, unless you're trying to set up a date, you don't have to text all day long. So triple texting, I'll probably be like, why are you triple texting me? But also, I don't know the time frame that he's looking at, because if he texts you, let's say 8 a.m. and you don't text back until 4 p.m. in the afternoon, yeah, that's I'm like, that's a little too long of a gap. But also, you're like, hey, I'm working. I text you when I get done. The communication, I text you when I get done with work, where the case would be. He might pull off. He might not text you as much. So I don't know how the communication was between there on both sides to see what the difference is. You give time to, like, I didn't text back in 2 days. Yeah, I'm like, you're taking too long to text back. You didn't get that side of things. But it's not like you wasn't interested in him. So there's that. Because the right person, the whole good morning before the first date and saying like all these things will work with the right person. The right person be like, all right, I'm down for this, and be willing to go with it and text him back. The right person for him would probably text him, go back and forth, have a conversation via text all day long. That's probably the right person for him, just not the right person for you, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, this happens. People come on strong a lot, not just guys, girls do it too, but guys are trying to woo the ladies, so therefore they will come on stronger and show themselves like different from other men. But then it depends on, like, consistency is my thing you look out for. When somebody try to come on strong to you, look out for consistency. How often do they show up? How often are they there? How often do they deliver on the things they said they're going to do? They're like, all right, we're going to go to this place next week. Do they actually take you to that place next week, or they're just talking out the side of their, side of their mouth? You got to be able to watch those actions and see if the actions match the words. If he's saying he's going to do X and he doesn't do X, then right then and there, okay, he's not consistent about who he is and about what he wants to bring to the table and what he want to do for the relationship with you guys. But he's like, hey, I'm going to do X and I'm doing X. Boom. Okay, he's been consistent with it. Or he's like, I'm doing X, I'm doing Y. Be looking out for that. If he says he's going to do X, he needs to follow through and do X. That's my one thing about people coming on too strong. Watch their actions, see what they're doing. Say, I'm going to take you to the picnic. We're going to do a picnic. And he's doing a picnic. The actions matter and the consistency of those actions. So somebody can come on strong, but are they following suit? And then the flip side, are you comfortable with somebody coming on strong? Yeah, ask yourself those questions too. All right, next one. What would you do? I'm new to this dating stuff, female 34. I was in a long-term relationship and it took a lot for me to go out into the real world. So I've been dating this guy, male 34, from Hinge since November. I see him most weekends and we have slept together a couple of times. We haven't had a proper talk about being exclusive, but we have both said we're not sleeping with other people. Don't like that at all. Don't like that one bit, but okay. I found out a few days ago that he's been seeing another woman since January, and he slept with her a few weeks before we took that step. He called it off with her and said he wants to have the talk with me about being exclusive, but I kind of lost a little trust. I knew dating would be a crap show, but it still hurts me that he was still looking elsewhere whilst we were hitting it off really well. I don't know if to throw myself into this, or will I be constantly wondering if he's still actively looking elsewhere. I'm new to this. Help me. Ask him to be your boyfriend. Stop playing around. Define a relationship. The thing is, he hasn't done anything wrong in this situation. Hold on. Let me run that back real quick. Because as far as being, y'all not exclusive, y'all just dating. He has the opportunity and the right to date whoever he wants. Now, he said, we haven't had a proper talk about being exclusive, but we both said we're not sleeping with other people. Okay. Now, I found out a few days ago that he's been seeing another woman since January, and he slept with her a few weeks before we took that step. So a few weeks before we took that steps. So a few weeks before he took the step. So the step of saying that you guys are not sleeping with anybody else. So he slept with a lady. So yeah, he slept with a lady 2 weeks before, a couple weeks before you got to the conversation that he's saying he's not sleeping with anybody. So if it's been like 2 or 3 weeks, in that point in time, he's not sleeping with anybody in those 2 or 3 weeks. He's done sleeping with this person. Yeah, you have to ask yourself, because right now you're waiting for him to make the move. He's getting everything he wants out of this. He's getting a casual relationship. He's not taking responsibility. He had nobody take responsibility for it, and you had nobody you're taking responsibility for. Y'all both open people, both free people, doing whatever y'all want, and y'all just hooking up here and there and seeing each other and maybe going to get ice cream or coffee, something like that. And he's doing that with other women. He's talking to other women and doing the same thing. He was sleeping with somebody a couple of weeks before. Then y'all had the conversation. He was like, yeah, I'm not sleeping with anybody now. But he didn't went and told you that he was sleeping with this person prior to y'all had that conversation about y'all still sleeping around. Here's the thing. Make it not exclusive, make it boyfriend, girlfriend. Because exclusive still means that, like, oh, y'all not boyfriend, girlfriends ever. He's not responsible for whatever it is that a boyfriend would do. Exclusive, when you say that exclusive talk, that means y'all not sleeping with anybody else, but y'all not boyfriend, girlfriend, which means he can still talk to other people in a sense, like whatever y'all version of exclusive is, he can still he's still single, but he's just not like sleeping around. It's stupid. Just make it boyfriend, girlfriend, because if you're not going to talk to anybody else and y'all only talk to each other, but y'all not boyfriend, girlfriend, put training wheels in a relationship, just be boyfriend, girlfriend. And then if it doesn't work out, y'all break up. But what happened here is y'all wasn't exclusive. Y'all wasn't in a relationship. He was free to do whatever he wanted to do. Now, you can say, how can I trust you? Well, once you make the conversation and say, hey, this is the boundaries of our relationship. We're boyfriend, girlfriend, no sleeping with anybody else, no talking to anybody in a sexual manner. You can talk to whoever you want to, but no talking to anybody in a sexual manner. Like, don't try to pursue another relationship with somebody else. We're boyfriend, girlfriend. We're not polyamorous. We're monogamous. This is what I want. And there you go. That right there, now you have to trust, and you start that from there. Whatever happened before that doesn't matter. Now, if you can't get past the fact that he was sleeping with somebody else before y'all became official, then you might need to move on and date somebody else, and he might not be the person for you. But if you can look past that and look past the whole, oh, he's sleeping with somebody when we wasn't official, because official matters. If he wasn't official, if you can't look past that, then you shouldn't be dating him. If you can, go ahead and date him. But you know what? From this point in time, hey, we are in a relationship. We're not doing exclusive. We're boyfriend, girlfriend. Would you like to be my boyfriend? And if he says, oh, well, I'm not really sure, then there's your answer. Move on. If he's like, yes, let's do this. Let's get in the car and let's drive to the moon. Then get in that car and drive to the moon with him. That's what you should do. Next one. Girl I'm chatting with is meeting another guy. Should I stop chatting with her? Advice. I had a great connection with a girl. Yesterday, she even called me a cutie when the video call and everything seemed good. When we video call and everything seems good. This is not enough to go off on anything. But all right, I'll keep reading. Today, however, she texts me saying the usual, and then she says nervously as she's meeting a guy this evening. To me, this is a bit weird. I have no idea how to feel. It really sucked. We really connected. We chatted all the time. We chat all the time. With her recently reaching out to me a lot more. What should I do? Should I just start to reply a lot less? Maybe stop chatting altogether, or just stop caring and act as usual? Look, man, you like this girl. Right now, she thinks you're a boy. You think she's not a boy, but she thinks you're a friend. Not boyfriend, but she thinks you're a friend. You think you're 1000% putting yourself in the friend zone. If you like her, tell her you like her. Ask her on a date. Hey, I have a feeling for you. Can I take you on a date? And go from there. Because right now, what you're about to find yourself doing is being that guy who she cries on when something happened with Joe Smo over here, because she's pursuing other men, because she's not in a relationship. She's free to do what she wants. And therefore, she's free to talk to her if she wants. She probably was waiting for you at one point to make the move, and you decided to do that. And then she realized, okay, he's a friend. I put him in the friend zone. And that's what's happening to you. You're getting put in the friend zone versus, hey, wait. Let me talk to you real quick. I'm going to take you on a date. I want to get to know you, and let me get out of this friend zone. Now, what you're going to find yourself doing right now can be a lot harder, because if she is pursuing other men and you haven't made enough establishment besides saying oh, you're a cutie. Okay, you got a comment from a lady. Congratulations. Take that to the moon. Put it in your back pocket. Women compliment men too. It's not all the time. It is rare, but women do compliment men And when she had that FaceTime with you, she commented about you. She's like, oh, you're a cutie. Perfect. You at least know there's maybe some kind of interest there. But if you're taking too long, she's about to move on. And you need to make that move. So I would say, when she get done with this date talking to this guy, I'm going to assume she's not going to be, boyfriend, girlfriend with this dude yet. So the next time you talk to her, you probably should ask her, hey, I have feelings for you. Can I take you on a date? Don't play this whole passive aggressive move about like, I'm not going to talk to her much. I'm going to stop chatting her, or I'm not going to FaceTime her anymore. No, you be upfront and honest and say, hey, I like you. Can I take you on a date? And go from there. Next one. What do women really expect from a guy? Since being a nice and funny guy doesn't work to make women interested in anything more than a friendship with me, what else is it that makes them feel the connection they keep talking about? What do women expect a guy to be like on a first date? They keep telling me that I'm a nice guy, but just as a friend. That friendship lasts about 2 days after the date. I need advice, please. All right, so you're getting ladies on dates. You're taking ladies on dates. Good. Are you hugging her? Are you asking, can you kiss her? Are you getting closer? Are you sitting to her? Are you sitting next to her on a date? Like, y'all go sit down, and let's say y'all watching a movie. Are you sitting right next to her? Or are you sitting a little bit further from her? We're at the dinner table, and let's say you take her on a date, and when you're sitting, like, are you sitting directly across from her? Are you trying to sit closer to her? Or when y'all walk into the dinner table, are you trying to hold her hands? Are you, like, there's other ways you can do to try to be closer to her than just friend. When a friend, you're talking to a friend that's a little bit distance from you. You're not right next to your friend. You're probably like maybe a person between y'all, or whatever the case would be. When you're talking to somebody on a date, you're at one point or another, you're trying to get closer. Both persons are trying to, if they're really interested in each other, get closer. Whether that is a hug, whether that's holding hands, whether that's just even sitting right next to each other where your knees and thighs are touching each other. Like, I'm patting my knees and thighs. That sounds for those who can't watch the video. But that's what you need to do. You need to get closer and show that, like, hey, I'm interested in more than just a friend. If you're sitting away from her, and y'all walking together, you're like stepping away from her, you're not being closer. You're not trying to find a way to make contact. Let's say at the end of the date, when you take her back to her car, and you're not hugging her or trying to ask, hey, may I kiss you? If you're not doing any of those things, then it'd be like, well, I just got a friend vibe. Like, he's a nice dude. He's fun to talk to, but he seemed like more of a friend. You have to put yourself in a situation where you're not just giving off friend vibe, but you gotta make it a little more physical. Not to be aggressive. Don't be aggressive, but physical, as in like a hug, holding hands, sitting next to her. Like, those things will show that, like, okay, he's interested in me more than just a friend. And he even asked, hey, can I sit close to you? If that way you get that consent. Can I sit close to you? May I hug you? May I give you a kiss? Like, those things, if you're not sure if she's comfortable with you or not, ask those questions. She says yes, boom, you're good to go. But if she's like, oh, hell no, like in one of my last videos, then you're like, no. You walk away and say, I don't want friends, peace. So, and don't be dramatic like that, but that's what you should do. So that's my advice to you on that one. As far as, like, and make your intentions known. Like, I'm not looking for friends. I'm looking for a girlfriend, looking for a life partner, looking for a partner for the moment, whatever the case would be, and make that intention known. And she's like, well, I'm looking for a friend, and like, all right, hey, nice knowing you. I'm leaving. All right. Last one here, and we'll call it an episode. Rejected after 5 dates. Hey everyone, I'm sharing this because I need to vent and maybe get an outside perspective. Okay. It's a long one too. About a month ago, I, male 26, met a girl, female 26, on Hinge. From the start, we had a great chemistry, good conversation, shared values, and overall natural connection. We went out 5 times, spent the night together twice, and things seemed to be going in a promising direction. She introduced me to her friends, mentioned me to her mom, and I genuinely felt we were building something meaningful. Okay. She has a very busy life, sports, friends, events, so scheduling time together was something tricky, but I didn't mind. Then a few days ago, she texted me saying that she couldn't continue the relationship. We met we met to talk, and she seemed really confused. She really enjoyed being with me, but said she didn't feel that strong spark that would make her prioritize me in her life. Wow, that's tough to hear. That sucks. The conversation ended without a clear resolution. She admitted she was unsure about her decision because she always had a great time with me, but in the end, she slowly distanced herself. I reached out a couple of days afterwards. We chatted for 2 days, and then she stopped replying. It's frustrating because I felt like more than just casual thing. It's frustrating because it felt like more than a casual thing. I finally felt a genuine connection, yet it still faded out so suddenly. Has anyone been in a similar situation? How did you handle it? Edit, she didn't really say that she didn't feel the spark, but that she was too caught up in other things in her life at that moment to focus on one person, which probably translates better than didn't feel the spark. Yeah, if you tell somebody you didn't feel the spark, that sounds like completely different versus I'm too busy with life and I just need to focus on myself. In that case, you didn't do anything wrong in the situation. How do you handle it? You continue to date other people. You can tell her, be like, hey, it's nice knowing you as well. Been fun getting to meet you, fun getting to date you. If you're free in the future, and I'm free in the future, I'm down to try to talk to you again if you're available. If not, I wish you the best of luck out there. Good luck on your endeavors and things of that nature, and keep moving on. It sucks. She broke up with you. Yes, there's times when people in life where they, because of whatever timeline or because of whatever reason, they just are not on the same page when it comes to relationships. And for her, for whatever reason, she was trying to have a relationship, realized she couldn't have it because she's all her extracurricular activities because of sports and etc., working, etc. She's just too busy to have a relationship, so she probably need to be more casual. She's seen that you wanted more than just casual, so she was like, the best thing I can do for this guy is to let him down lightly and not drag him along, because I can drag him along and he'll be wondering, why won't she talk to me anymore? What is she doing? She said, no, I'm cutting it off right now, and that's what she did. So props to her on that. For you, keep moving forward. You'll find a girl who's going to match your vibe and have the same values and everything, and good communication, just like this girl did. But she's not going to be too busy in life to have to date you and take time to get to know you and stuff like that. So keep your head up, keep it moving. All right, I said the other one would be the last one, but we got time for one more. So the final last one. My girlfriend had sex with her ex 3 months, and now her sex in 3 months, and now says she wants to wait at least a year. Okay. So for some backstory, I met this girl about 5 months ago, and she's the most amazing girl I've ever met, and so perfect in every single way except for one thing. She's not a virgin, and I'm usually this would be okay. And I'm usually this would be okay, but she had sex with her ex 3 months in and did it multiple times, and now she decided to wait at least a year, explaining it was a mistake that she doesn't want to make again. Okay, I completely understand it was a mistake and she wants to be better. However, she still made this choice, and I think about it all the time. I can't help but feel like until we have sex, her ex will always be more connected to her than I am. Are my feelings valid, and what should I do? Are your feelings valid? Look, nobody can tell you how to feel. Nobody can tell you how to feel. That's one thing you need to understand. Nobody can tell you how to feel. Your feelings are something probably more dealing with. You don't want to feel like you're losing, and you don't want to feel like you are not connected and feel like you're losing your partner. You get the scared anxiety because of the fact that you feel like you haven't had sex, that her ex is always going to be looming there. That's not the case. Not the case at all. She can do whatever she wants when it comes to sex. It's her body. When it comes to sex, she can say, hey, I don't want to have sex now. I want to wait until a year. I don't want to wait till a year. I want to wait till I'm married. I don't want to wait till I'm married. I want to wait till I'm 10 years in with somebody. That's her prerogative. As far as you should do, you should ask yourself, Can you wait a whole year with this person? You understand that this person is really great. You said it's an amazing person. All these things checks out. It's an amazing person. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Except for one thing. She don't want to have sex yet. She want to wait till a year. You have to ask yourself, are you okay with that? If so, yes, stay in it. But yet you're supposed to Reddit. So maybe you're not okay with that. And that's okay to not be okay with that. It just means that she's not the person for you. And you just need to go find somebody who has a more casual view or more lenient view on sex, who don't put sex there. It's like, hey, this is my version of sex with a higher standard on it, and I don't want to have sex within a year. You might find somebody who has a more like casual standard on sex, where they're like, sex for me is fun. I want to have sex when I want to have sex. I'm not really about like having put some time cap on my sexual journey. It's just that I want to have sex when I want to have sex, and find somebody with that. And that person might not want to have sex the first date with you, or the second month with you, or the third month. They might wait as well, but it's up to them. But they're not going to be this time cap stamp on you where you're like, they want to have sex a whole year from now. So yeah, ask, are you okay with that? Now, like I said before, if you are, good, have fun. If you're not, hey, it's been fun. I know you're a perfect person, but my viewpoint on sex is different. I don't want to wait a year to have sex. I'm going to go and I wish you the best of luck, but I don't think we're a good compatible partner for you. Because what can happen is that if you're not having sex and she doesn't want to participate in anything like that, any sexual activities, you might find yourself, somebody else come and talk to you one day, and they throwing sexual attention at you, and you have this build up, and they try, like a girl try to talk to you in a certain way, and you're like, oh no, I'm folding because she gave me a hug and then try to give me a kiss, and next thing you know, you're messing up. First, just saying like, hey, talk to your partner, say, hey, I don't think we're a good compatible mix when it comes to sex. I wish you the best of luck. You've been a great person, but I definitely need to date somebody who has more similar sex drive as me, or similar sexual outlook with me, and that's perfectly fine too. So she's perfectly fine, and you just kind of need to find somebody who has that same thought process on sex as well. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great one and keep being awesome. Thank you for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating. I really appreciate it. If there's another episode you want to watch, you can look at it right there. If you want to subscribe to the page and watch more content, it's down here. Also, you have a question about dating, you want to put it in the comment section, go ahead and do it. Or you can send me your dating question to my email of alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. That's alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. And I will answer your question on the next episode of Nerdy Dating. Thank you so much for watching the show. I appreciate you, and keep being awesome.